on all of our friends on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Yo, Penn White, Duke Rouse, what up?
Exciting day today.
It is going to be an exciting day today. I don't want to talk too much though about exciting day because we're not even recording yet.
No, we're recording. We're live.
Well, we're not recording the audio yet. Boom. Let's share this thing. Get it out there.
Little den and den in the morning.
Little den and den. Little double D morning.
At the doghouse.
At the doghouse. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum.
Na, na, na.
It sounds like it's raining.
Rain, rain.
I like a good little rain.
We need a lot of rain.
We ain't got nobody on here yet. They're still shocked. They're like, what are these guys doing on here at 9 a.m.? Wrong. Go retweet it. Boom. Boom. What up? Nobody's on here yet.
Are you excited for the cold weather coming around?
No. I don't know. I'm always torn on the cold weather. I hate cold weather, but I also hate swamp ass. Like I woke up this morning to go to work and it's fucking cold, man.
A little chilly this morning, wasn't it?
It's chilly. Ratchford, my wife is hammering them videos that you're making. She cut one of your things out today though because it was too long and she was trying to shorten it. She just kept all your money lines on there. What up, Duke? 5-1 yesterday, rolling with Radford. Don't talk about that yet. We're not going to talk about that. Wait till we're recording the audio. We can start. I'm ready if you are.
I'm always ready.
We can start. You ready? Let me open my beverage here before we start recording the audio. Get that baby ready. All right, you ready? What up, Dukester? My main man, Duke Rouse. All right, ready? 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 Ready. All right, boys and girls. Here. Oh, let me delete this one. I don't know how much space I got. Boom. Boom. Ready? You ready?
Are you
ready? Ready.
Give me a little Triple H.
Yo! I'm Den Carter.
Jeffrey Denny.
And this is Real and Raw Sports. Live Sunday morning edition. Your fans are already asking if you retired from playing football.
Look at that. See, they know, bro.
They know. He's getting old, Garth.
Getting old,
Garth, he's getting a little bit old.
Yesterday was my birthday.
It was your birthday yesterday. Happy birthday. We should have got cake. We should have got cake.
No. Cupcakes is what we should have got.
I never even thought about that.
Little rainy Sunday cupcake.
Little rainy Sunday cupcake would have been nice yesterday.
Can't beat those. Them
Live.
strawberry kind. I know you guys like flirt around, like get all fancy. But man, them strawberry with or without the strawberry in the middle, you just can't beat them.
Everything Rainy Sunday Cupcakes makes is great.
You just
Check them
can't
out.
beat them.
So it's NFL Sunday morning. We're live. It's our first Sunday morning show. We're going to do more of these. We're also going to go back to our prime time spot at some point next week. Do a little evening show again next week, probably sometime. But we like these morning shows. They're good. And we're going to get you started.
And we've been throwing out more.
I think we did like 3 shows this week. 3 shows this week.
Give the people what they want.
Share, like, all that jazz. Yesterday, it's our NFL. Obviously, we're going to talk more NFL than anything, but it's all football. So we got to talk about college football yesterday. Yesterday in college football was play your shittiest game and survive. That was a lot of teams yesterday that was in trouble.
Well, I mean, week 2, there's a lot of, I mean, it's still like the good teams get their easy teams. You know what I mean? A lot of them do. So after week 1, I mean, a lot of teams are ranked or whatever, and they see it, and it's like that team, they're coming swinging.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're heavy hitting because if they can knock off a top 10 seed or whatever, they're storming the field and the place is going crazy. So I mean, you got a target on your back. Every game you play, if you're a top 10, top 12 team, I feel like you're going in every week with the target on your back, especially versus a non-ranked team.
John Evans says Buckeyes finally look good. They did. They played Western Kentucky though, but yeah, I mean they did. They look good. Let's just start off with Colorado and Colorado State. Even though I want to get to
starting off late.
I want to get to the games that were really close and the teams that are really high ranked that played like shit yesterday. I'm not even going to pretend that I watched Colorado State because I had to get up at 5:30 this morning.
It's too late for
so
you.
I did not. But the first thing I did this morning was check out the highlights, see, and Colorado survived double overtime. They came back down 11 in the fourth quarter. Shedeur, I checked the numbers. Shedor's good, man. He's good. Colorado.
I watched the game, so I mean, like it didn't end until after 2:00.
I know. See, that's what I'm saying. I had to be up at 5:30.
It was crazy.
I wasn't even trying it.
Man, going to Shedeur, the dude can play. I mean, he really
good.
can, and he was doing check downs, and I mean, he wasn't. And to top that off, he lost his dog. You know, I mean, Travis Hunter went out early, so a couple other players had to come and step up. And when you lose your
We'll get to that, Garth.
your number one wide receiver, you know, what I mean,
I don't think he's their number one.
I say it's close, dude. You know,
They
what
got
I mean?
some good receivers.
They do, but I mean, and Andy plays defense, so
Yeah.
I mean, you lost the.
I think that's more important than his offense. His
And
defense.
it was fired up. I mean, if you watched any of it, I mean, they was swinging at each other.
I've seen all the pregame
It
shit.
was crazy.
Hunter out there talking trash to everybody.
They was.
I love Travis Hunter. He's a dog.
He's a dog. He's got a D on that jersey for a reason.
He's also now supposedly out 2 to 3 weeks, and that is crushing. Like
is
I'm
big.
not saying that I'm not saying they don't have a chance without Hunter, because Shedeur is just surgical right now, man. He's good. But your next 2 games are Oregon and Southern Cal.
I mean,
That's not a good time to lose arguably your best player in Travis
and that's
Hunter.
potentially
That
their
sucks.
best games. You know what I mean?
That is their best games by far.
Well,
I mean, them are the
it
them
is,
are
but
the big
TCU was pretty
games.
important at first, you know,
Well,
because everybody that put them on the board. You
It
know
put
what I
them
mean?
on the board, but we also now see that TCU was not as good as
And I
they
mean,
were last year.
like everyone expected. I mean, we don't expect this team to go to the playoffs. You know what I
don't
mean?
I don't know. Hey, I'll be honest. The way that they've played, if they had Hunter, I would love to see Hunter on the field this week against Oregon. I think Oregon's going to win.
I mean,
I said Oregon's going to win
And
before.
I think Oregon's probably going to win too, but you can't count them out.
No.
You know what I mean? Because
No.
I mean, they got a fighting chance. And they're playing really well, but I think they're going to be gassed. I really do.
You know what I found out, and I didn't know this. I did not know this. I thought Shedeur was a senior. Shedeur is only a junior.
Yeah.
Shedeur, if Shedeur comes back next year, which I'll be honest, I think he will. Like, even if he's like a top 10 pick, and if he keeps playing like this, he'll be a top 10. I mean, he could be a top 10, 15 pick. There's a lot of quarterbacks coming out there good. But if he comes back next year, Colorado's a top 10 preseason ranked team next year with Shedeur coming back.
Yeah.
Of course, you don't know. It don't matter who. The portal can change everything, so they could go get another stud quarterback whenever he leaves. But yeah, I didn't know. I thought Shedeur was a senior. Like, I'd seen so much shit about him leaving and being in the draft, climbing the draft, and then I seen him like he's only a junior.
Yeah, it's like
I
they're
think
already
he'll be
preparing to
back.
leave. You know what I mean? And I don't understand that
Well,
because
maybe Prime just wants his baby to go make some money.
and maybe I mean, especially if you're going to be a top 3 quarterback out of the draft. I mean, because if his numbers keep climbing and a couple other guys fall, I mean, it's easily for him to be a top 3 quarterback.
Somebody said the Hunter hit, it was dirty, but it was a late hit, but I don't think it was dirty. I mean, it was a late hit, yes, but it's not like it was like, 30, like even 10 seconds after the play. It was kind of a boom play. Yeah. Dirty, late, yes. I don't know if I'm gonna say dirty.
And it was a chippy
And I like
game.
that Shedeur was the one immediately.
Oh, he was there, wasn't he?
Came right up and got in the dude's face after he dropped Hunter.
He was ready to fight.
I like Prime. His some of his
You're
shit
coming
too
around.
much.
Look at him coming around. Look at
I was-
old boy coming around.
I was already there.
You
remember
laughed.
when Prime signed in Colorado, I was looking at merch, like ready to jump on board, and then he just does too much shit, and I'm like, eh.
You even hated the socks.
But then the more you do, I mean, I've always loved Dion. The more you talk to, the more you hear him talk, you come around. And this week, I mean, you see the Dion effect going on right now.
Tickets are high sale
Highest selling ticket
in college football.
past Ohio State as the highest selling ticket in college football. You had college game day there. You had the Pat McAfee show there live. You had all these ESPN first takes and all that shit there. The Rock, Dwayne
Has come
The
back.
Rock Johnson was there.
Oh, we got to talk about that later.
We will get to that later. I'm doing all the football shit before I'm going to end this show with a small piece of wrestling for my wrestling fans out there, because you got to. I got to bring it up.
I get it.
Lil Wayne was there. I mean, this was a 1-win team last year. This is all Prime. This is the Prime effect that you get. Highest selling tickets.
That's why Prime said he had to get rid of the old luggage, bud.
But I'm telling you, and I'm standing beside it, he ain't going to be there for 3 years.
Well, no, not if he wins. And that's what I said.
It don't matter if he wins or loses. Stepping Stone, Colorado, Dion. Colorado, might have another year. You might have another year. All right, let's get to the other teams that were expected to do really good yesterday. Let's just start it. I'll be a homer. My Florida State Seminoles, number 3 ranked Florida State. We played Boston College. We was a 26-point favorite. I had to work yesterday, so I didn't get a watch. I watched a little bit on breaks and stuff like that, and then after work I watched some football. But I watched a good bit of that game, and we was up 31-10. It was up 31-10. It was close early. Florida State pulled away 31-10, and then they scored. They recovered. They pooched it. They pooched the next kick, and
Pooched.
we recovered that.
I like that word.
Or they recovered the pooch.
The old pooched. Hit him in the pooch.
They recovered the pooch,
Keep saying it.
and the little pooch kick.
Little pooch
Little
kick.
pooch kick. They recovered that.
I like it.
And then they
Kinda like
scored
Tate.
again,
Weird
and
word.
then we threw a little screen pass. They forced a fumble, scoop and score. Holy shit! BC's within 9 late in middle of the fourth quarter. I'm like, what the fuck is
Hanging
going
around.
on?
Hanging
man?
around, man.
And listen, we all know our teams do this. Looking ahead. You can't sleepwalk against some of these teams. And next week, Florida State has Clemson.
Yep.
Looking ahead. And even though Clemson lost, it's still Florida State Clemson.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, they know on paper Clemson's better than Boston College.
but they survived. And that's the name of the game.
That's all that matters.
Survive and advance. Florida State squeaks one out. Jordan Travis didn't play good yesterday. He didn't play good. Defense didn't play good.
They didn't throw no picks or nothing.
They
They had
have-
2 touchdowns.
They have a problem with mobile quarterbacks. A lot of teams do, but we have problems with mobile quarterbacks. But that was the biggest thing yesterday. But we advanced. We survived. Setting up next week, Clemson. I'm excited about it. Georgia Bulldogs. They survived. Another one, 24-14 against South Carolina.
They
were
struggled for a
down.
while,
They were
man.
down. Good morning, Lane. They were down, I believe it was 14-3 at halftime. I'm like, wow, the dogs are
Old Spence Rattler, bud, trying to hang on there.
the Spencer Rattler snake, man. He was playing well, and they were in it. But once again, name of the game, survive. I don't like Georgia's. It seems like this team isn't as good. I mean, they obviously it's not as good. Look at who they
Yeah.
lose every year. But I don't love the quarterback play.
No. I mean,
quarterback play's an issue.
they
right
ran the
now.
football 44 times, so I'm
Yeah.
sure there's a reason.
Yeah. Speaking of quarterback play, another one, Alabama, number 10 Alabama. They were down. I watched the end of this one. They were up 10-3, and South Florida was driving to tie the game with like 5-6 minutes to go, and they threw an interception. Alabama ended up winning 17-3. That's not a real. I mean, I guess South Florida's a surprise, but I said that before the season on our college pick'em show, this was going to be the worst Bama team in a while, and I believe that. They don't have a quarterback.
Still trying to figure it
They
out.
had Milroe. They started the other guy this year or this game. Now they're talking about going back to Milroe or someone else. They don't have a quarterback.
Can't figure
don't
out
have
what you're
one.
doing.
They don't have one.
But, I mean, heck, they did that one time with Tua and Jalen and ended up winning.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. Another team I have not been impressed with, and I'm sorry. The Michigan Wolverines.
Hold on. Did you see the passing stats for Alabama's?
I did not.
So,
Oh, I love stats.
oh, my goodness. So, Ty Simpson was 5 for 9, 73 yards.
That's the third stringer.
No tutties, no picks. and Tyler Buchner was 5 for 14, 34 yards, no tutties, no
Is
picks.
that the Notre Dame transfer?
And that was it.
Milroe didn't even play.
Didn't even play. That was
Milroe didn't even play.
107 yards passing.
I think I probably would have went back to Milroe. At least Milroe gives you the athletic. He can move and make plays. So, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm
They
not
had 203 rushing yards.
not sold on this Bama team whatsoever.
You ain't gonna win football games like that.
Yeah. Michigan. Not impressed with Michigan this year.
Michigan struggled early. Me and Bob was watching that game, and they struggled.
McCarthy threw like 3 interceptions yesterday. I mean, they won 31-6. They played Bowling Green.
They started off sloppy.
Oh, they played terrible early.
They
Like it
started
was
off
close.
sloppy.
It was close. It was another one of the games that's like
Blake Corum coming out and playing a little ball. I mean,
Corum's balling.
he is.
But
He
it
was-
seems
he was
like
gashing.
the rest of the team is kind of.
But realistically, sometimes that's how Michigan is. You know what I mean? They're going to run it, throw it, run it. You know what I mean? Throw it. So, I mean, McCarthy, I think he's going to pan out. I still think Michigan's going to be a top 17, top 5 team. So, I think they'll be okay.
They'll be there in the end. And they're getting ready to get Jimmy back, right? Jimmy had 3-game suspension.
Yep.
Is that what it was? 3 games? Yeah. Jimmy coming back.
khaki jeans,
Let's
Jimmy.
give the Buckeyes some love. Buckeyes
Uh-oh.
played Little Sisters of the Poor, Western Kentucky. Romped them 63-10. I mean, they're
Buckeyes back.
Buckeyes back.
Buckeyes are back,
Buckeyes
baby.
are back. 63-10. Western Kentucky rolled
McCord.
them. McCord.
Kyle
What
McCord.
Harrison do yesterday?
He
My
had
boy.
100 and some yards.
My boy, Marvin Harrison.
He had 5
Jr.
catches, 126 yards.
That's what he's supposed to do.
But you know who had a really good game? Cade Stover.
Cade Stover played really good.
He's
in the
good,
first
dude.
game.
5 catches, 90 yards. I was watching that. We watched most of that game till it was getting out of hands. You know what I'm really not impressed with though, besides the quarterback play? Their running game, dude. Ohio State's running game just does not.
And it don't make sense.
It don't make sense. I
They
mean,
got-
Henderson and them, Mine Williams and them still there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but you want to get them receivers involved.
Yeah, but I mean,
I personally just run the fucking ball, man. John, here's the Buckeye fans coming out. Western Kentucky beat South Florida by 15. They're coming out. They're defending them Buckeyes. Woo!
what are we crazy
Woo!
about?
South
Lars?
Florida almost beat Alabama yesterday.
What are we crazy about?
I mean, let's give speaking of the Buckeyes, let's give another team that was supposed to win, and they did convincingly, not convincingly, 41-17, Notre Dame. You know what that's setting up next week? Super Saturday matchup, undefeated Ohio
4 pizza
State.
day.
4 pizza day next Saturday. Undefeated Buckeyes, undefeated Irish. We're not giving a pick or anything yet. We're not getting no picks yet. We're waiting. We're going to do our show next week. We're going to give our picks for there's so many games Saturday, guys.
Oh, it's going to be good.
So many games. I've already told my wife, hey, take the credit card, go buy whatever you want. Just shop till you drop because old dad ain't leaving the fucking chair all day.
Garth, I just don't see no gashers. I don't see no excitement out of that running game. I don't know. Like I said, I watched it to almost all of
I
it.
love Travion Henderson.
I do
think he's
too.
a
And
stud.
I mean, I like the running backs. Heck, I hope Mine Williams balls out. I got his autograph. You know what I mean?
There you go.
I want the guy to ball
There you
out.
go.
Look, no, I don't want him to win versus Michigan or Notre Dame, but I still want him to ball out.
Everyone talks about Ohio State and Michigan. What about Penn State? Penn State beat Illinois. It's just Illinois, but 30-13. Penn State playing good football. They got
Penn State.
playmakers.
I mean, it's good for the Big Ten.
Number 7 right now. Another team, LSU. I said after Florida State beat LSU in week 1, I said LSU's not done.
Are you skipping the number 4 for a reason?
No,
Okay,
no,
okay.
no,
You just
no.
ran- going
I'm
around,
just kind
okay.
of jumping around.
Gotcha.
LSU beat Mississippi State. There was people yesterday that were
rolled 'em.
literally saying that Mississippi State was going to upset LSU and like LSU 41-14. I don't think LSU is done. LSU's got playmakers. Jaden Daniels is a good quarterback. He moves. He can
Dude,
make throws.
that
The
Jaden Daniels,
neighbors,
30 for
the-
34.
Yeah.
361, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
15 yards rushing. 15 carries, 64 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. He accommodated for 4 touchdowns.
he's
And
done.
yeah, and a good quarterback play is what gets you far. It really does. And I, like you said, I don't think LSU's done.
I don't think LSU's done. The SEC is the SEC's open, man. Alabama is not good. To like I said, Georgia is number one, and they will continue to be number one because they're the champs and they keep winning football games. But I think they're beatable. I thought Tennessee last night had the opportunity to come in and say, we are the best team in the SEC. Let's just keep on moving. And then they get fucking stomped by Florida. Well, it wasn't stomped 29-16, but it wasn't close, man. It was not close.
Dude, them guys fighting and everything.
Florida fucking rolled them boys.
It was awful.
They were done. They could not stop ETN. I think he had 170 yards.
It was no discipline. Honestly, it was sad to watch that game and
Florida
people
just
fighting and stuff. I mean, it was just
Florida beat them. Florida beat them up front. I think it was 172 yards for ETN and a touchdown. He had like a 62-yard run. I watched a lot of that game. That was a good one, but I was surprised. I thought Tennessee would come out and play better.
Joe
than
Milton played well.
Joe Milton was all right.
He played well. ETN 23 carries, 172 yards, one touchdown.
172 yards, one touchdown, and it was touchdown was 72 or 62 yarder, I believe.
Yep, 62 yard run.
A team I want to talk about.
Your
And
Heisman?
my Heisman pick, Michael Penix Jr. 41-17 over Michigan State. Washington looks good. Washington is killing people. Like Penix is just on. I'm happy with my Heisman pick. I like Washington. Washington, I think they're eighth right now. They're going to be moving up. I'm ready for these for the Washington and Oregon and USC and Notre Dame and all them guys to start playing each other.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see those.
And Oregon looked good as well yesterday.
Oregon, I didn't even write them down, but Oregon won. I believe it was 55-10.
Yep.
55-10, I think it was. Nix threw like three touchdowns.
21 for 27, 250, 3 touchdowns.
Wait for that next week.
And then they pulled him out, and Ty Thompson threw 6 times, and another Austin threw once. So
Bo Nix versus Shador Sanders next week at 3:30.
it's gonna be a good one.
I'm so ready for Saturday,
Dude, I love the atmosphere at that Colorado night game, dude. I'm telling you.
Just think, like I said,
It's going to be big. If they win, if somehow, some way, Colorado pulls off a win versus Oregon,
oh God,
could you imagine? That place is going to be crazy.
it's surprising. Well, I mean, I guess they're Ohio State, Notre Dame, and you kind of didn't realize that Colorado was actually going to be good. Because honestly, I don't want to shit on Ohio State, Notre Dame because I think the game's going to be great. To me, I'm more excited. It sucks that Hunter's out now, though. I'm more excited to watch Colorado and Oregon than I am Ohio State, Notre Dame. But they're on different times, so I get to watch them all fucking day long. I'm watching football. And I don't want to forget the number 4 ranked team in the country you brought up, Texas Longhorns. Another team. It's like, you just beat Alabama. I want them to go out and just fucking roll Wyoming by 50. And they won 31-10, and it was close. It was close early. It's like, what are we doing here? It's like, what's going on? So I don't know. I don't. College football is just so wide open.
It is.
I don't know who is the best team in the fucking country.
It's hard to say who's won, like for sure.
It
Like
is.
this team is clearing the board.
It is. Like I said, I will have Georgia number 1 just because they're the champs and they keep winning.
Yeah, and you ain't
but I
knocked them
don't
off yet.
want them to be number 1. I honestly
They don't play like they feel like, hey, they're number 1. But it's hard not to put a team that's been number 1 not number 1.
Exactly. But I did my power rankings. I don't know if I did this morning because we did power rankings last week. I like power rankings. Weekly power rankings. I like it. I did my power rankings. You got power rankings?
Yep.
You want to do your college football power rankings? Let's go backwards 5-1. Who is your number 5 team in your power rankings?
I'm not going to be a homer.
Everyone struggles, and I get that. That's what I'm saying. Every team has struggled. Every team has struggled. No one, actually, there is one team that has not struggled. There's a couple teams that hasn't really struggled.
I'm going to go Florida State.
Florida State at number 5. I'm fine with that. I don't have Florida State in my top 5 because I was so I was grossed out yesterday.
I understand that.
I don't have them in the top 5.
But I just feel like Florida State is high-powered offense. I really do. I feel like they can put up a lot of points, so I feel like they can compete still with the best.
I think so. I think we will compete. I think, like I said, I think that it was totally looking ahead to Clemson yesterday. I think that had a lot to do with it.
Who do you have at 5?
Texas Longhorns,
Ooh.
number 5. Quinn Ewers, I got him at 5. I wanted to put him higher.
Dude,
but
Texas is bowling.
Texas is back. Hook 'em horns.
And with that, I'm going to 4 with Texas. I got Texas at 4. I think Texas is playing well. I think the quarterback play has been excellent. I mean, if he would have been in Ohio State.
See, we got Buckeye fans saying they're more excited to watch Colorado and they're Buckeye fans.
I like that.
And you got, it's
like
the
that.
Prime effect. Like, I want Prime to start doing his celebration dance on the sidelines. My number 4, I just talked about him. People were finally, they're jumping on board now. The Penix train, the Washington Huskies. They're playing good, man. I got them number 4.
They're playing good football, for sure.
I got them 4. Now, my power rankings is about to be fucking messed up here soon because the teams that I got, they're about ready to start
And
playing.
I know
each
this
other.
team, and everyone probably going to say, oh, he talks shit about it, but I got Ohio State at 3.
You know what's crazy?
I really do. I think I mean, I know they played Western Kentucky, but you still got to beat them. I mean, I know the quarterback
Hey,
plays new. Don't
All
get me
you
wrong.
got to
But,
do is beat who's on your schedule.
yep, you got to beat them.
You know what's crazy? And I'm going to give you a little hint. I don't have Ohio State, Michigan, or I don't have Ohio State,
Phew.
Michigan, or Florida State in my top 5 in my power rankings.
I had Michigan at 6. I
don't have
just
any of
I think their play yesterday.
They will be.
Yeah. I just
Eventually.
think they fell off a
But
little
right
bit.
now,
That's why
I don't
them
have
at
either.
6.
I don't have any of them.
So who you
including
got
my-
3?
I have the Notre Dame Fighting
Notre
Irish.
Dame. Notre Dame.
Sam Hartman. I have screamed the name Sam Hartman week after
Dude,
week after week.
Notre Dame to
I'm
me is
ready.
just they have to win for me. I'm at a point with Notre
This
Dame.
is it.
It's always been it.
This is it, though. This is the.
It is. I mean,
this
and,
is
and
the best
nothing against Notre
quarterback.
Dame.
This is
Nothing
the-
against it, but it seems like every time that's what it is. You know
never
what I
have
mean?
a quarterback.
And I understand that.
Now they got a
I
quarterback,
get it,
man.
I get it, and I hope
Hartman's
so.
a
I mean,
dog.
Notre Dame winning is good for college football.
Hey, we said this the other
mean,
day.
it really is.
Certain programs when they're good, and I don't. But Notre Dame's they've been winning.
But-
they get in the playoffs and they get destroyed.
And that sucks.
Exactly. I want to see this Notre Dame team with Hartman. I love Hartman. It's all about
And
that.
there's a lot
quarterback
of
play.
Notre Dame fans. I got a bunch on my Facebook or whatever I see all the time.
Notre Dame fans are everywhere.
They are.
Notre Dame fans are everywhere. Look at Brandon Wilson right there throwing his little clover up
I
there.
didn't even know Brandon Wilson was a Notre Dame fan.
I didn't either.
I think he's a liar.
I think he's a liar.
Liar.
I think he's jumping
He's
on the
fake.
train. I don't think he's really a Notre Dame fan.
Faker.
I thought he was South Florida. My number 2 team. Is it my turn?
No, it's my turn. I get it too.
Go ahead.
My number 2 team.
I tried to jump it. I got so excited.
Tried to leapfrog me, didn't you?
Sure.
I'm going to go with USC. I think USC.
Fight on.
I mean, I think the play of Caleb Williams, and he's the best quarterback in college right now. You know what I mean? Hands down, he's the best quarterback in college. I know you're loving having
God,
have them little orgasms all every time someone says his name, but
Lotion me up when Caleb Williams is playing football. Lotion me up. USC is also my number 2, but I really want to put them number 1. I
play,
can't.
no, yeah,
I can't.
and I'm at the same way. I think I play like who's playing the best. I think USC is.
USC looks like the best team in the country so far, but they haven't played nobody.
Yep.
They haven't played anybody. And I remember the first game, I think it was San Jose State. They moved the football on USC a lot.
It was scary for a while.
Like, it's like, God dang, man, Caleb is going to have to literally score 50 every fucking game. Well, he is. He is scoring 50 every game, but Caleb is he's just on a different level, man. All these good quarterbacks, like Jordan Travis, played like shit yesterday. These other Caleb doesn't play like shit. I'll say that and he'll shit the bed next week, whoever they play. Caleb does not play like shit.
Jinxing him.
I said when we did our college football preview show, I said I want to pick Caleb to win the Heisman again, but I don't think they'll give it to him.
Odds are against him.
They don't want to
That's what
have
sucks.
another
Odds are against him.
They don't want to have another 2-time Heisman winner. So Caleb to win the Heisman is going to have to be fucking perfect. Perfect.
Yep.
And guess what? He's perfect right now.
They got Arizona
If you
State.
had to pick a Heisman right now, it has to be Caleb Williams. Has to. I don't know. I mean, there's other good choices, but Caleb's balled out. Caleb is.
So regardless, in 3 weeks, if 4
I'm
weeks,
ready.
in
The
4
next
weeks,
few weeks in college football is gonna be so fucking good.
if Notre Dame wins, I mean, and USC wins out, I mean, you're talking
I'm so
Probably
ready.
2-3.
I'm so ready.
1-3.
I'm so ready. And like I said, a one-loss Notre Dame team will get in the playoffs.
And then
The only way a one-loss Notre Dame team wouldn't get in the playoffs is if there's like literally 4 undefeated teams from the Power 5 conference.
November 4th, Washington and USC.
I just said,
November 11th,
these
USC
teams-
and Oregon. You know
these
what I mean?
teams are all going to play each other.
Let me
That's
tell-
what sucks.
looking right now, Caleb Williams' back's against the wall because he plays some really, really tough teams right now. You know what I mean? That's on the schedule. And it's hard to win out.
Let me tell you, you know how I say that people don't like when you compare people to Patrick Mahomes? Let me compare another person. Now, this kid's only a freshman. Have you seen Zachariah Branch, the kid for USC?
No.
I don't know if he's a running back or a wide receiver. He's a fucking playmaker. The dude is crazy. He reminds me of fucking Reggie Bush.
Don't be throwing Reggie Bush's name
That's
out
what
there
I'm
in
saying.
college.
I hate to
Don't
say that.
you
Dude, this
do
kid
it.
is explosive, running, catching, punt returns, and he's
You
a
should have said
freshman.
like Christian McCaffrey.
He's
You can't throw out Reggie.
I'm
He's
just
the
saying-
best
well,
of the best at
he's
college.
in that USC jersey.
Yeah, my
and he's
man.
explosive, man. But he plays so much. Percy Harvin
Percy
would be a
good
great
name.
a great comparison for that.
Not Reggie.
Dude, he's good. He's going to be a fucking
I have my heart.
star. He's going to be good. I'm telling you, man. Watch that USC. That kid's everywhere. He's so good.
Maybe he makes Caleb come back one more year.
No, there ain't no way.
Hey,
I know his dad said that if he doesn't like who has the number 1 pick, he can always come back to school. And listen, that's really honestly a true option now for these kids.
Yeah,
Because
they're
with the
getting paid.
NIL, they're making a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
So if you really don't want to be an Arizona Cardinal or whoever, you could go back to school.
You could say pump the brakes.
But I don't think I would do that.
I don't know.
I don't think I would do it. We're getting to the NFL here in a little bit, Justin Roman.
He could pull some Eli.
He could. And see, that's my thing. If I'm a kid and I really, really didn't want to go to the Arizona Cardinals if they had the number 1 pick, just pull an Eli.
But-
hey, I'm not going there. You guys got to trade the pick.
But how would you feel if you're the guy getting you and it's like the only reason you don't want to go there because you think their team sucks? You know what I mean? It's not the coaching staff. It's not the environment. It's not, you know what I mean? Because if you're
think
getting,
that's what happened.
you know what I mean? If you're getting picked early, you're wanting picked, you're going to have to build a team. You know what I mean? Most of the time.
I don't think it's going to happen. No, I think Caleb's going to be an Arizona Cardinal.
Maybe.
I think he's going to be an Arizona Cardinal. And like I said, they still got Kyler under contract, so they're going to have to maneuver around.
And that was our
But-
top 5 power rankings.
Well, we didn't even do number 1.
Do we have to?
I was going to say we didn't even do number 1.
I mean, do we have to?
Like
Like
we said,
you got to knock them off.
I cannot take Georgia out of number 1.
You have to knock them off.
They're the champs. They just keep winning.
And that's why some teams are on there and some teams isn't. You know what I mean? But
But I want so bad to put USC number 1. And it's close. It's close. Another bad game from Georgia. And if SC comes in and they beat Notre Dame or beat Washington, beat Oregon, something like that, USC's there. But at the same time, that's the problem. They fucking play all them teams together. All them teams play each other. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a fun rest of the college football season. But now it's time. You got anything college left?
nope.
On to the king, the National Football League.
Don't worry, Justin Dawson. I might show up late.
National Football League.
You ain't slinging that rock like I am.
All right.
Bye, Ma.
Bye, Mom. My wife was here taking videos and pictures for us for our social media.
She's the best.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, old Mom. All right. National Football League. I'm just going to go down in the order. We can talk about the game. We can
Yeah,
get
we can
picks,
poke around
whatever
a
you
little
want to
bit.
do.
Yep.
If there's something you want to talk about. Raiders, Bills. These are the 1 o'clock games. Raiders, Bills. Bills are favored by 8 points. Bills coming off that overtime loss against the Jets. Raiders got a big win against Denver week 1.
And week 2 to me is like a lot of week 2 in college. You know what I mean? It's like you got to see who's who. You know what I mean? You expose on the true identity of some of these teams. And some of these games might not seem like they mean a lot and might be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But realistically, you know what I mean? You're seeing who's paying it out. And some of these teams might start 0-2, and 0-2 is a rough start.
Bills, Bill, like I said, coming on, it's big because you don't want to drop the 0-2.
No, you don't.
And 8 points is a ton. That's a lot, man. 8 points is a lot. But you know what? I think the Bills win by, and I'm not just a Raider hater. Sorry, King Tilly. I think the Bills win by 10 plus.
I think the only way they win like that is if
Jacoby
they
Myers.
start early.
Jacoby Myers also out for the Raiders. That's a big blow. He was their top, which I mean, obviously Devontae Adams, if he's on the football field, he's your best receiver. But Jacoby Myers caught the most balls on the team last
Jimmy hands it.
week.
Jimmy hands it.
I'm going Raiders. I'm going Bills. I'm going Bills. And
Matt King Tilly about stroked.
I'll take the 8. I'll take the Bills. I'll take the Bills by 8. Who you got?
I mean, I think the Bills are going to win.
You think the Bills win?
I don't know by 8.
You don't think by 8's a lot.
8's a lot.
8's a lot, man.
It's a lot. And if, like I said, if the Raiders play smart and they don't go down a lot, it ain't going to be by 8 because they'll run the football and waste of time. But if the Bills go up early, I don't see the Raiders beating the Bills by throwing the football.
Make sure to have Stephon Diggs and Dalton Kincaid in them fantasy lineups. Game, I think it's actually going to be really good. Ravens, Bengals. Bengals are favored by 3.5. Cincinnati shit the bed.
How are they a favor?
Home.
That's crazy.
Home game, and they were expected to be great, and they shit the bed.
Shit the bed, and Ravens look pretty decent.
So who you got in Cincinnati? Ravens, Bengals. I'm going Bengals.
I'm going Ravens.
You're going Ravens.
Man, this weather's terrible. It's going to be hard to be throwing the football. It's rainy right now in Ohio here. I think, unfortunately, I mean, I think the Bengals are a better team, but I see the Ravens.
Ravens already getting fucking hurt.
I know.
Man. I get it. I feel so bad for J.K. Dobbins. Once again, a Buckeye hater, but I like a lot of the guys, man. And I hate to see anybody get hurt. But
that's what I said, man.
Year
that's what I said. The reason why I believe the Ravens was going to be 3 or 4 in the division because of that.
Load up the Gus bus today. Gus Edwards for Baltimore.
Yeah, rainy weather.
Run the fucking ball.
It's going to be a running game. But it's got to be.
I'm still going, hey, look at this. What's this guy bringing in?
Look at this guy.
Look at this guy bringing in. Look at this. We have food.
I like that.
Hey, I mean, that's the best thing about, I mean, when you're right at your house, people bring you stuff.
You've never had a hot, soft.
No.
Eat a soft.
No, I'm going to.
It's way better.
Oh, excuse me, guys. We don't like. My buddy Raj says we're never supposed to eat while you're live.
And Rod shouldn't go live while we're live either, but I didn't say anything.
Roger's live?
Yeah, he was live on the A Cut Above Sports.
That's fucked up. I'm going Bengals. Oh, that's good. That's good.
He don't even watch us.
I'm going Bengals. Oh, they're good. They're good. They're good.
She's mad.
She's mad. Did you get one?
He had to draw numbers.
He had to draw numbers.
He could have waited.
He had to draw numbers. He had to get it done. I understand.
Roger grounded.
I'm going Bengals, and I will take the 3.5. I will go with the 3.5. I think Bengals win by a touchdown. Joey Burrow, league MVP this year. He's going to come back, bounce back this week.
I wouldn't even play him. If Joey Burrow is still not 100% in this weather today, I wouldn't play him. Guaranteed.
No, you got to play him.
Not if he's hurt.
Yeah, he ain't hurt.
Yeah.
All right, we differ on that one. I'm going to circle that one. We can look. Game of the week, and game of the week, in my opinion, Chiefs, Jags in Jacksonville. Chiefs are favored by 3.5. Travis Kelce and Chris Jones both back this week.
Here you go.
I am back and forth on this because I want to pick Kansas City, and then I want to pick Jacksonville.
And we like the Jags. You know what I mean? Like, we're secretly like the Jags.
The Jags are kind of like the Lions. Everybody wants the Jags to win.
Just not as like...
It's not like you're a fan, but you just want them to win. If they're not your team and they're not playing your team, you just kind of want the Jags to win. I'll take the Chiefs. And you know who I would start today? Absolutely get this guy in your starting fantasy lineups. Kadarius Toney. Starting. After last week, they are going to look at him and say, all right, let's make up for last week. And they're going to give Kadarius Toney some balls today. And Kadarius Toney's going to get in the touchdown. Anytime touchdown bet, Kadarius Toney.
I'm going with the upset.
You're going with Jags?
I'm going with Jags.
I don't mind it. Like I said, I don't mind it. I like the Mark.
I think Dougie P's going to have him fired up.
If he drop it, Brandon Wilson, if he drops him again, he might get cut. Because one thing that did drive me nuts last week is all the drops by their receivers, and they were playing like shit. And Justin Ross got 8 snaps. I don't understand that, man. I mean, I know that he's coming off of injuries and shit, but Justin Ross played very well in the preseason. He's good enough to be out there for 8 snaps, so he's out there good enough to be out there for more.
Yeah.
Justin Ross was a fucking dog in college. Give Justin Ross an opportunity. To me, Justin Ross and Rashee Rice should have been your fucking top 2. I don't know. I can't say. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, he didn't play bad. He just hadn't done really much.
And Tony's just been a gadget player for him lately.
Well, Tony's never been healthy, but I mean, he was at the end of the year last year. He played well. But,
yeah, I agree.
But he's a gadget player. He's so fast.
He is fast.
Another one of my closet teams, Chargers.
Chargers.
Go Chargers.
Go Chargers.
Go Chargers. Go Chargers favored by 2.5 over my boy Mike Vrabel and the Tennessee Titans. 2.5.
Chargers.
Austin Eckler out.
Chargers.
I'm with you. Chargers win. Chargers win by 10. Big day for Herbert. If you have Joshua Kelly, get him in your lineups because Eckler out. And even with Eckler playing last week, Joshua Kelly got a ton of snaps and played really well. So now with Eckler out, he's going to get everything today. Big day for Kelly, Joshua Kelly.
Eckler's getting old.
Somebody asked about this. Somebody asked about this earlier. Packers, Falcons. But somebody said that, I thought somebody asked, and they said the Packers were up or were favored. When I looked a little bit ago, the Falcons are favored over the Packers by 2.5.
You think so? Win?
This is a tough one for me. This one's a tough one. Like Christian Watson is doubtful again. I haven't seen it if it's updated and if he's been out, but they said he's doubtful. Aaron Jones is out. I think I'm rolling with the Dirty Birds. Give me Travis Carr's Atlanta Falcons today. Who you got?
Go Pack Go.
You got the Pack. We'll mark out.
Go Pack Go.
I think that'll be a fun game. I
don't blame you, Ryan. I'd stayed away from that one too.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I wouldn't bet on that game.
No.
I would not bet on that game.
Because I definitely think it could go either way.
Dobbs, anytime touchdown, take it. I could see that. I think that might be a high scoring. I don't know. See, now I'm talking myself right out of it, thinking, Packers defense. Is Quay Walker out? I seen Quay Walker was hurt, and he probably wasn't going to play. That's a big loss for Green Bay's defense. I'm rolling with Atlanta. I'm sticking with Atlanta. Bijan touchdown. Quay Walker is playing, Brandon Wilson said. That's good. I'm excited to watch this one. This is actually one of the games I will watch at 1 o'clock. My wife's Seahawks, who was totally disappointed week 1, and the Detroit Lions. Hopefully the blue ski masks.
They're going to be full effect.
I know my buddy Brian James from A Cut Above, one of the A Cut Above sports members. He's there today. He got Lions opening day tickets. I hope he got the fucking blue ski mask. I did not ask, but I think Lions are favored by 4.5.
It's a good bit though, really. I mean, that's a touchdown.
I hate to do it. I'm taking Detroit. I picked Seattle to win the fucking division. They're going to start out 0-2. That's tough. I
think Detroit will win.
I think Detroit. I got Detroit. I take the points too.
This could be a game Seattle says, "Hey."
Well, if they don't win this one, they better fucking. I don't even know who they play next week, but they better,
because this ain't Kadarius Toney's wide receiver core they're going against now.
No.
You know what I mean? And these ain't joke cornerbacks that they're playing against either.
No.
This Detroit Lion team, I know they just played the Kansas City Chiefs, but they better be ready for Seattle Seahawks coming to town.
I'd like to see him get Njigba involved, man. I'd really like to see Njigba get involved. He had a couple catches last week, but he didn't do much. I want to see, like, you can't take Lockett off the field because Lockett's still a stud, but I want Njigba to get involved. I want to take some deep shots with Lockett, but I want to get all of them wide receivers. Seahawks, I like their weapons, but I'm going with the Lions with the win. Lane Bennell says he's got the sea chickens.
True.
This is a tough one, and you guys might have to help me out. I seen he was questionable yesterday, but like I said, I haven't seen today. Colts and Texans, the shit bowl. Texans are favored by 1, but I seen C.J. Stroud was questionable yesterday.
I haven't seen nothing else, though. I think he's playing.
I think he's playing too, but I haven't seen anything. Texans, Colts, it's the battle for the number 2 pick. Well, and the Texans don't even have the number 2. They traded their first, so it don't really matter to them.
No, they want to win.
I don't know about this one. Who you got, Colts or Texans?
Colts.
You got your Anthony Richardson and the Colts.
Yeah, I think he'll have a better play.
Zach Moss back for the Colts at running back. Justin Room says take the over. It's going to be a shootout. God, I think take the over on interceptions maybe. I am going... God, I'm tough. I'm torn on this one. Give me the Texans. I'm taking the Texans.
No way.
I'm taking C.J. Stroud defeats Anthony Richardson. I'm taking the Texans. And the last 1 o'clock game, did Baker wake up feeling dangerous today?
He's always dangerous.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers favored by 2.5 over the Chicago Bears. This is my pick to click. Take the Bears.
Woo!
Take the
Holy
dogs.
moly.
Take the dogs, baby.
Take
the underdogs. Take the Bears. Bears winning today. My boy, Justin Fields, light it up.
Your boy.
My boy, Ohio State's own. The Ohio State's own Justin
Make
Fields.
me sick.
Justin Fields to DJ Moore. 2 touchdowns today. 2 touchdowns for DJ Moore today. Book it. Book it. Somebody go bet on that. Somebody bet on DJ to score 2 touchdowns today.
I got Baker.
And sending me, I want Baker.
I got Baker in the Bucks.
I want Baker.
I mean, they're playing well.
I want Baker.
Baker's
to
fired
win.
up.
He's feeling dangerous,
He's feeling
man.
dangerous. He's fired up.
He's feeling fucking dangerous.
I mean,
got Mike
he
Evans
takes it
in
serious.
one of my fantasy
You
leagues.
know what I mean? It seems like every time he's
Well,
playing,
he's
he,
fucking got to.
Yep.
I mean, let's be honest.
this is it.
Let's be honest. As soon as Baker loses this job, it may be XFL bound.
Because he ain't going to be a backup.
No, well, he might be.
Too much ego for that.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Best receiving core he's ever
Absolutely.
had. Well, ain't no doubt about that.
He had some good ones in Cleveland.
He had some good ones in Cleveland, but
Because he had
Mike,
OBJ and
and Jarvis.
yeah, I mean that's
But that ain't Mike Evans and Godwin.
it's close.
This is my God. We got to talk about that the Devontae Smith thing. You guys had me killing, had me fucking just lose my mind the other day.
Why?
We'll get to that at the end of this, at the end of the games, because like you guys are leaving Mike Evans below Devontae Smith. We'll get to this. We'll get to this.
Probably. He's
No.
30-some years old.
I don't give a shit. He's not
Slow.
better. Devontae Smith is not better than Mike Evans. All right, we'll get to that in a little bit because I forgot. I want to talk about that. I didn't write that down. 4 o'clock games, Giants and Cardinals. This is my other game. Smash this one. Giants are favored over the Cardinals by 4. Giants are going to win by 14 plus.
Yeah, I don't say 14 plus, but they're going to win.
14 plus. Giants are going to roll. Giants are going to go, and they were embarrassed.
Josh Dobbs might throw 5 touchdowns. He's got aerodynamics. He ain't got no hair.
I hope he does.
He's fast.
I hope he throws 5 touchdowns to Hollywood Brown and Rondale Moore and the Cardinals roll. I'd love to see Josh Dobbs just elite. Giants roll. They were embarrassed last week by Dallas. I think they come back big this week. Big dose of Saquon. Maybe my boy Jalen Hyatt over the top for a defense.
Should. Definitely should.
I don't understand. He needs to get on the field. Niners, Rams, in my opinion, the second best team in football after week 1. 49ers. 49ers favored by 7 over the Rams.
I think it's a lot
That is a lot.
because I think the Rams played really well.
They did play. Stafford looked nice.
Yeah.
Stafford looked healthy.
So
Puka Nakua and Tutu Atwell probably dice up that. Can't even fucking say that.
I mean, they might.
Puka Nakua is not going to catch 10 balls this week like you fucking did last week. I'll take the Niners all fucking day in this one. All day.
Yeah, I think Niners going to win.
And I think by more than the 7. More than the 7. Easy, I think.
I think it'll be closer than you think.
Closer than the so fast, my
closer
friend.
Closer than you think.
Not so fast, my friend. He pulls out the Lee Corso.
Not closer than 7. Closer than you think.
Yeah, I think Niners roll. Niners roll. This would have been the game of the fucking week, man, if Aaron Rodgers wouldn't have got hurt. Jets, Cowboys. Yeah. Cowboys favored by 8.5. I'm with you, Derek. He said he'd take the Niners by 20 if that was the spread. I'm with you.
Look at Lane. He's in L.A.
No. All the games in L.A.
That helps.
Jets, Cowboys. 8.5. That's a lot. Cowboys favorite 8.5 points.
Cowboys.
You think with the 8.5?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jets have a really good defense.
Jets have a really good fucking defense.
Like their offense is going to be terrible.
I don't know if they're going to be terrible, though. I mean, I don't know if they're going to be terrible.
It depends on the play calling.
Ball, yes. Man.
Yeah, if you run the ball, I think they'll be okay. But it's going to be hard to run on Dallas.
Run the fucking ball. Give Dalvin and Brees some screens. Don't make Zach Wilson, throw 40 times. Run the ball. Play defense. I don't know what the over-under is on that game, but I would take the under. I mean, I think the Cowboys win too because they were number 1 on my power rankings last week. That fucking Brandon Cooks probably out, I seen. My boy Brandon Cooks already fucking making me look bad. Another shit game of the week, in my opinion. Washington Commanders and the Denver Broncos. Broncos favored by 3.5.
Broncos country.
Broncos country. Let's ride. Who you got, Washington or Denver?
I mean, straight up, I think Washington's going to win.
You think Washington wins?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to pick with the spread. I just like to give them.
Yeah,
I just like to say what I think about the spread, just because I know a lot of people like that.
Straight up.
I think Denver. I'm going Denver. I'm going Denver with the win.
I think it could go either way.
I think that it's going to. I think that I'm with you on that. I think it's going to be a real close game. Sunday night football: Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Is there a chance?
Yes, absolutely. There's a chance.
That's what I'm saying. I started to say there's not a chance, but then they had a chance to beat Philly in week 1.
Yep,
So
they're a good team.
Chance.
But I think Miami's going to be too high powered. They're fast.
Miami by 14.
Tyreek's probably going to put up 3,000 receiving yards this year.
Tyreek probably score. Give me Tyreek and Waddle anytime touchdowns tonight. Give me Waddle and Tyreek both anytime touchdowns tonight. Dolphins win big. I think Dolphins big.
Lane Bonnell said Broncos big.
Broncos big. Broncos country. Let's ride, Lane.
He's excited.
2 Monday night games. First Monday night games, they're on the same fucking
and I don't know.
So
we talked about that a little bit, and I don't understand that.
I don't either. Saints and Panthers, big battle.
That's probably why they're 2 Monday night games.
Big battle.
They probably
the
said
NFC South.
Guys on a Monday night game by themselves.
Derek Carr against my boy Bryce Young and the Panthers. Who you got?
Give me Derek.
Saints are favored by 3 points. Saints win.
Big.
Saints win that easy. Saints, I'm telling you, I like the Saints. And they don't have Kamara yet. I like the Saints.
Yeah, Panthers have been pretty disappointing. I mean, both of us thought they was going to be pretty decent. You thought they was going to win that one, their division. But I
didn't say win the division.
I thought you said Panthers were going to win that division.
No, I said Panthers would win last week. I got the Saints winning the division. Okay. I had the Saints winning the division. And the second Monday night game, my Pittsburgh Steelers banged up. Cleveland Browns coming off a big win. Browns favored by 2.5.
I'm surprised they ain't favored by more.
I am too, to be honest, because we looked awful. Deontay Johnson's out. Cam Hayward's out. Our offensive lineman is out. Amari Cooper questionable for the Browns with a hamstring injury. Hamstrings all over the fucking league.
Hamstrings are bad.
Cleveland lost their tackle for the season last week. A lot of fucking injuries in this one.
Is it at Cleveland or Pittsburgh?
It is in Pittsburgh.
I thought it was. I was talking to a couple Cleveland fans, and they wasn't sure.
It is in. I think it's in Pittsburgh. Is it in Pittsburgh?
I thought it was, but
I'm pretty sure it's in Pittsburgh because I talked about trying to go to it. I'm pretty sure it's in Pittsburgh. I mean, let's be honest. I'm not picking against my Steelers. I think it wouldn't be surprising. Of course, John Evans is every team. If you talk about his team, he will come to fucking bat and he will blow so much smoke out of his ass. He will act like that man right there, DeJuan Jones, is Orlando fucking Pace. You will know that about that man. He comes the fucking bat. I'm not going to pick again. I don't know if we'll actually win. I'm going to pick Pittsburgh
to win.
I don't think we will. I don't know if we actually will or not. I think it'll be a decent game. I hope Cleveland's defense doesn't kill us as much as they did Cincinnati.
I know that's the only thing, and the running game for Pittsburgh just hasn't been there.
No, I think it'll be all right. I'm picking Pittsburgh.
I'm going to pick Pittsburgh.
I'm going to be a homer and pick Pittsburgh.
I want to pick Pittsburgh just because I want them.
Like
to
I
win.
said, I don't know if I believe that or not.
Just because I want them to.
But
win.
I'm going to pick it. I'm going to pick it. All right, that's all the games. So I got a couple things NFL notes I want to talk about. Did you see them saying Aaron Rodgers could be back?
I did. I seen Rodgers saying that he could be back.
I think there's no chance in hell that fucking Aaron Rodgers. They said today that Cam Akers tore his Achilles last year and he was back in 5 months. Cam Akers is 24.
Not 40.
Not 40. I think that's a big. And you know what? It would be fantastic if Aaron Rodgers could fucking get back. But at the same time, if the Jets are in position,
But you're talking 5 months. That's February.
That's Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
That's
Zach
Super
Wilson
Bowl.
ain't going.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If he would be, if the Jets would be in the fucking Super Bowl, you actually going to take Zach Wilson off the field for Aaron Rodgers? No, you're not, because fucking he would have. That means Zach Wilson has a damn good year.
I mean, you would have to have decent, right?
Well, yeah. To get your fucking team to the Super Bowl, you got to be pretty fucking good.
I don't know, dude.
I don't think there's no chance in hell.
I don't either. But in a fantasy world, you tell me you ain't going to start Aaron Rodgers?
No, not if Zach
If
Wilson
he's
gets you to the
healthy
Super
and
Bowl.
he came in there and got healthy and then he's ready for the Super Bowl and you don't even start
No,
him?
you can have him run out with the flag again.
That's fucked.
Hey, it's not too soon anymore. It's not too soon anymore.
Fucked.
And then what we was talking about earlier, you guys had a post. I don't even know. Did you post that? Because Ryan Ratchford now is a member of the Real and Roll family. He can now post on the page. So I didn't know if I thought you posted it, but you ask what top whatever is Devontae Smith.
And it was a friendly question.
And it was, and I love Devontae Smith. Love the dude. I said he was top 20. And then I got people just
That's exaggeration.
top 10? Devontae Smith is not a fucking top 10 receiver in the fucking National Football League.
I think he is. I think 10 to 12.
He's not the best receiver on his team.
I don't make a difference. And that's close if he's not if he's not the best receiver on his team. I mean, that's close.
Devontae Smith is not a fucking top 10 receiver in football.
I said 12.
Maybe 20.
There's no way 20.
Maybe 20.
There's no way 20.
Maybe 15. You might be able to stretch it to 15. You might be able to stretch it to 15. But it like I said, it also depends on how you look. Because you said you're not taking Mike Evans over Devontae Smith.
I think it's close. I think it's
Mike
one or two
Evans,
away.
And I'm guessing because he's hurt, you're not taking Cooper Kupp over Devontae Smith.
I'm taking Cooper Kupp over Devontae Smith. I
Okay.
mean, he's better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mike
Evans is older. I mean, Evans don't have much besides. But
I'm talking about tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm talking about today. You know, what I mean, he's older now.
I'll take Mike Evans.
I'm not. Maybe 3 or 4 years ago, Mike Evans.
I'll take all Mike Evans all day long.
No way.
Calvin Ridley. I think that's close.
You've lost your damn mind.
I think Calvin Ridley is just as good, if not better, than Devontae Smith.
But he hasn't. Ridley
Devontae
hasn't
Smith.
proved anything.
Well, I don't know. He played pretty well in Atlanta, and he sat out all last year suspended, and he played pretty damn well last week. Guy looks like he didn't miss a beat. I don't know. Keenan Allen. He's old.
way.
You ain't taking Keenan. You're taking Devontae over Keenan Allen. I give you that one. That's close. DK.
I'm giving DK.
You're taking DK. See, I'm telling you, I don't think that I think he might be closer to 15.
I think 12.
I don't think 10. Devontae Adams. Now I got to do it. I got to do it. Devontae. I'm just going to look down the games. Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs,
Yep.
Jamar Chase.
Yep.
I'll leave Ridley off for you, but I would put Ridley on it. I'll put Ridley in top 15. Christian Watson, no. DK, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
That's close. I think that's close.
I don't think so.
I mean, he's their main weapon on the team.
Mike Evans. Tyreek Waddle.
And I think Waddle's close.
CeeDee Lamb.
No, CeeDee Lamb is not better than Devontae Smith. No. No, you're crazy.
You lost your fucking mind.
You're crazy. Crazy. This guy's a Heisman winner for a reason.
You don't think CeeDee Lamb is better than Devontae Smith?
No, I don't.
You lost your fucking mind.
I mean, I think
Garrett Wilson.
I think it's close. Garrett Wilson?
You wouldn't take Garrett Wilson over
No.
Devontae Smith?
No.
So you damn sure ain't taking Olave over.
No.
Yeah, see.
I mean, you're picking guys that
we're
you
just-
think that's going to pan out to be good.
talking about their balling.
They're not. I mean, they've only been
would
in there a
take
year.
Garrett Wilson 100 times over Devontae
You're
Smith.
crazy.
100
You're
fucking
crazy.
times.
You've lost your mind.
I would take him 100 fucking times.
No way.
Oh, wow, I can't
Well,
believe
he's not even
the
proven
CeeDee
anything.
Lamb gets me. How do you say
I mean,
CeeDee Lamb?
How
is
are you
not
going to say
better?
two guys that hasn't proven anything?
I think they're better.
There's no way.
I think absolutely would take both of them.
I mean, what are they
over
better
Devontae
at?
Smith. Everything. I think you lost your mind there.
There's no way.
I don't even need to finish. I don't even need to finish that.
I think you're crazy.
We just definitely disagree on that.
I mean, is George Pickens better?
No, I didn't say anyone. I didn't say anyone on the Steelers. I didn't say
but I
anyone
think
on the
George-
Browns.
George Pickens-
It always comes back to George Pickens.
I think he's better than Olave, and I think he's better than Garrett
you're
Wilson.
fucking crazy.
He is one of the most talented wide receivers in the
Talented,
NFL.
but he ain't done shit.
Either's them two
What
guys.
the hell if they haven't? Garrett Wilson won Rookie of the Year last year.
Rookie of the year, not NFL wide
Well,
receiver of the year.
I'm sorry, he's only played 1 year.
But yeah.
You're wrong. Absolutely wrong on that one. I can't. DeAndre Hopkins better at this point, Raj?
No.
That's iffy.
No. I mean,
I would
after
say
this
that would-
year,
I
you
would
could
say
say,
that would be
depending on what he
close.
does.
I would say that would be close. Hopkins still putting up numbers.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe you said that. Fucking CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb's the one that kills me.
CeeDee Lamb's good. He's real good.
Yeah,
I think it's right there.
CeeDee Lamb.
But I don't think he's like way better. I mean, you say you're going to take him 10 out of 10. There's no
I
way.
think CeeDee Lamb's top 10 wide receiver in football. Absolutely.
Top 10.
Absolutely.
No way.
I think he's higher than that. I think he's closer to top 8.
Whew.
He good. He good.
Oh, he's good.
All right. I think that's it football wise. Is that anything? You got anything else football wise?
I don't think so. I mean, my Birds took a victory Thursday. So,
Yeah, that was Minnesota. I picked them to fucking fall. Kirk Cousins balling out, offense balling out. They can't get a stop.
JJ's not happy.
JJ's not. Well, yeah, but I mean,
It ain't Money Kurt anymore.
he cost his team the fucking game.
He did?
Fumbling that ball in the fucking goal line.
He didn't cost him the game, but
Well,
he,
I mean,
he cost him 6 points.
They lost by 6 points. He would have held on to the football. They would have won the game, arguably.
Sometimes you try to make that extra and it screws you.
That happens sometimes.
It does.
Worry about holding on to the ball instead of grittying. But DeAndre Swift balled the fuck out.
Career high.
Career high.
179 yards.
Hey, always been a Swift guy. I love Swift. He didn't get the ball at all week 1. At all.
I mean, he definitely should have earned a spot, right?
Kenneth Gainwell.
But it's different.
Kenneth Gainwell is no longer the starting running back for the Philadelphia Eagles.
I bet he starts.
I mean, it don't matter. He's not going to play. I mean, he might. They'll always get
Yeah.
plays, but DeAndre Swift
Is a better running back.
is better,
But-
in every aspect of the
But
game.
Minnesota was only bringing 3 defensive linemen, and they had 8 back. You know what I mean? So that's a big difference compared to running a 4-4, and you got 4 guys.
I've never understood the Kenneth Gainwell hype though, and I like Kenneth Gainwell. He's not a starting running back.
He's not
in
a
the
starting
NFL.
running back.
He's a gadget third down
yeah,
back.
I mean, he runs hard.
You traded for DeAndre Swift for a reason because he's got the ability to be a feature running back, and he showed that.
And I say Penny's the odd man out here. So
Penny's the odd man out. He ain't gonna get shit.
he seems slow.
He's not gonna get shit. Penny's had a lot of injuries in his career.
So Swift.
Anything else football?
I don't think so. Should be a good day. NFL fans be able to watch some, sit back, chill a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Get ready for next weekend.
4 pizza day.
4 pizza day next Saturday. All right, I got 2 things I want to hit on real quick. That's non-football related. Number 1, my Cincinnati Reds. We won again last night. There's 12 games left. The Reds are tied for the last wild card spot. We're a half a game back of the second wild card spot. They keep getting fucking injuries. Now Graham Ashcraft is out for the season with a toe surgery. And it's kind of bothered me. But, I mean, I get it because he's a pitcher. And it depends, pitchers use, obviously, their feet more, depending if it's your plant, all that shit. But it's like Jake Fraley needs toe surgery and or foot surgery or toe surgery, and he's dealing with it because he says he wants to be there and help the team out. And like I said, I get it. You're a pitcher, but you tell me there's 12 games left. You're one of our best pitchers, man. You tell me you can't give us 3. Take your fucking cortisone shot, grab your sack, and get out there and give us 3 innings against the Minnesota Twins next week.
I mean, unless it's his foot that he's throwing.
And that's
like,
what I'm saying.
He lands
if
on.
it's just awful, I get it. But God, just come on, man. Give us one more fucking start, Graham. But that's but the Reds have dealt with injuries all fucking year long. All year long. And now that's another big blow. But there's 12 games left. The Reds are in the hunt for
exciting,
October.
isn't it?
It's exciting. It sucks, though, because I ain't been paying a bit of attention. Once football starts, every other fucking sport just suffers.
I get it.
But I still check. Every night I'm checking the Reds box scores and seeing if we won, seeing how they are. And I'll flip it over and watch it every now and then. And then the biggest news of the fucking week, and I love when professional wrestling has surprises.
It was a surprise.
No one had a fucking clue that The Rock. Now, I will say, I've seen several people on Facebook in my wrestling group say, wouldn't it be cool if The Rock showed up tonight since he's already there doing the Pat McAfee show and doing game day? And if you smell when that fucking music hit.
Pat was like, this is a people's. This is a people's ring.
Oh my God. I jumped up. I'm fucking
it's
ecstatic.
Crazy because there was a loud excitement when the music, but everyone was waiting to see him because you know how many times the Miz shows up or somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was a Rock, you know what I mean? And everyone's like, oh my goodness.
It was crazy. It was so good. And like I said, wrestling's so good when they keep secrets and they don't let it out. And when you don't have the spoilers, because that pop. You get the pop even when they know.
Yeah.
We all know Cody Rhodes was coming back and it was still a huge pop. But man, that was so good. And if you did not watch the McAfee show when The Rock was on there, if you're a sports fan, especially a wrestling fan, go back and watch it because it was absolutely a really, really fucking good interview. Rock, he dropped bombs on there, man. He talked about that his last match with John Cena, he got hurt, seriously hurt, 10 minutes into it, and he said he asked the ref, he's like, how much more time do we got? And the ref said 20, 25 minutes. And Rock's like, oh, fuck, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. He said, but he, suffered through and went and had 3 emergency surgeries right after the fucking match. And that was not known. Nobody knew that he had all these injuries in that match. And then he came out and said that him and Roman was done. It was locked in for last year at WrestleMania, but he said he says if he comes back, he wants to do something that's never been done before, never been seen. And he said he didn't want his match to be an end of something with Roman. He wants it to be a beginning of something.
Well,
and he said, there's another. So they didn't get the storyline done, so it didn't happen. But he said, there's a WrestleMania in Philadelphia, and I'm open. So once again, that came right from The Rock, and I was just sitting there just loving every minute of this interview because he was dropping
and he
bombs.
means a lot by that, by saying Because if he closes the Roman Reigns book, it's not like Rock's going to be the champion.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Rock wants
Rock-
to push somebody.
Yeah, and The Rock ain't going to come back to WWE and be there. You know, he's going to come in every once in a while and do something. He's not going to wrestle.
He's going to be a pusher. You know
He's
what I mean?
going to come in and for WrestleMania and make a shitload of money and be out.
and he might be pushing his Austin Theory.
How fucking good is Austin Theory?
He's good.
Whether you like Austin Theory or not, within a year he's had he fucking had a match with John Cena at WrestleMania and was in the fucking ring with The Rock when The Rock comes back. That just right there
he's held
tells
gold.
you how good Austin Theory
he's got gold
is. Whether
early.
or not you like him or not, the guy's good
I don't like him.
at his job.
Yeah, I don't like him.
I'm torn. Sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down.
I like him better now
But
than
it
with
just-
the stupid camera and taking the pictures. And I was
He's good, and wait till later on in his career when he turns face and he's a good guy. Then it's downhill from there. He's going to be making just big time. But The Rock and McAfee was such a good interview. Go watch it if you didn't. And I think that might be all I got. You got anything else? You ain't got nothing else? You guys got any? I know we've lost some people. There's still a few people in here. You guys got any questions? You guys got any questions about anything? I'll wait till I eat that when I'm done. Anything, Brandon Wilson? Anything from anyone? I feel like I'm forgetting something.
what are you eating early?
I don't know. I do not know.
I
Probably.
think I'm gonna go down, maybe play a little football.
You might as well. I think I might go. I think I might go to Domino's. Get me a pepperoni stuffed cheese.
That's good. Them are good.
That's good.
Them are good. Plus, it's not huge. You know what I mean? You can eat it and you're done with it.
Yeah. All right.
I think that's it.
I think that's it, boys and girls.
That was exciting.
All right, boys and girls. Until next time. Thanks for tuning in.